Namibia, the gem of Africa. For eons, a vast storehouse of unimaginable wealth lay hidden under the harsh, unrelenting sands of the Namibian coastline. Haunting in its savage beauty, this land would become a legend with the discovery of one of the richest sources of diamonds in the world. Early pioneers, merely the first of generations of folk heroes and fortune seekers, braved the dangers of this unexplored land in search of these glittering gems. Today, we discover Namibia to be a glittering jewel in the crown of emerging African nations. Bordering on the Atlantic Ocean on Africa's majestic west coast, it is embraced by Angola and Zambia in the north, Botswana in the east, and the economic giant of South Africa in the south. At the dawn of a period of major development and growth, a well-advanced infrastructure exists connecting Namibia's key zones to the major industrial and commercial centers of sub-Saharan Africa and the world beyond. The mainstay of Namibia's economy has traditionally been the natural treasure house of diamond deposits, which together with uranium and a variety of base metals provide much of the country's income. Namibia is exploiting one of the world's largest natural gas deposits. Agriculture and cattle and sheep farming, together with fishing, provide further dimensions to a multifaceted economy. Perhaps Namibia's richest bounty yet lies in the breathtaking countryside. From the untamed ocean to the wild and barren beauty of its deserts, to the profusion of flora and fauna in the Etosha Pan, Namibia is a truly unique eco-tourist paradise. Independent Namibia is now an established multi-party democracy, reveling in its newfound freedom. There is a vast reservoir of goodwill, which is generating the enormous energy needed to build a nation. Political stability since independence has achieved the bonding of friend and foe. And Namibia is confounding its critics with the pace of progress. It is a country facing daunting challenges on the road to economic prosperity. Challenges which Namibia is tackling head-on in an effort to earn its rightful place among the winning nations of the world. With a wave of political and economic democratization on the subcontinent, sub-Saharan Africa is assuming an increasingly important role in the global arena. Education, training, and healthcare are of a high standard. Namibia is the natural gateway to vast emerging virgin markets, to new pockets of opportunity, to dynamic growth points on the African subcontinent. The logical step to release the natural wealth and opportunity potential of southern Africa is being taken by Namibia in the establishment of the Walfish Bay Free Trade Zone. The thriving port of Walfish Bay is Namibia's primary harbor. Historically a safe harbor for sailing vessels of old, the plankton-rich cold Benguela current ensures a profusion of marine life. Yet it was not the rich fishing grounds alone which focused world attention on Walfish Bay over the decades, but the strategic value for the sea route around the Cape. Situated on the western seaboard of the African continent, midway between the northern and southern borders of Namibia, it is 700 nautical miles from Cape Town in South Africa. Walfish Bay is truly the gateway to Africa. Today, the port is a burgeoning business center with a growing population. From the 1st of March 1994, Walfish Bay, formerly claimed by South Africa, reverted back to the people of Namibia. It is in the midst of this thriving matrix of commerce and industry that Namibia has declared to establish the Walfish Bay Free Trade Zone, which will be the largest free trade zone anywhere in the world in terms of the total surface area allocated for this purpose. The area initially allocated is 2 kilometers by 10 kilometers. A unique, user-friendly interface between the rich resources of this part of the world and an international business community eager for emerging markets. The Walfish Bay Free Trade Zone is the springboard for the active participation of African and international interests, the launchpad into the burgeoning markets of Southern Africa, making use of an already well-developed infrastructure. In order to become an attractive market for foreign investment, a free trade zone should be truly free. The Walfish Bay Free Trade Zone will eliminate all taxes and red tape, charging only a minimum of administration costs. The government will levy a small turnover royalty collected via a simple administrative mechanism every time payment is received by companies operating in the free trade zone. Walfish Bay Free Trade Zone is poised to become the premier tax and duty-free port of Africa. Truly the key to the gateway of opportunity in sub-Saharan Africa and beyond. It was the irresistible lure of the glittering diamond which first drew latter-day economic pioneers to the Namibian hinterland, the eager promise of undreamed-of wealth and prosperity. Today, independent Namibia is poised on the threshold of the realization of that early vision, a multifaceted jewel in the crown of emerging African nations. A win-win situation all round offers all the attractions and incentives for the investor, including access to raw materials from Namibia and mineral-rich Southern Africa, coupled with an extremely attractive, highly competitive import-export environment. A point at which the light now enters is the most brilliant facet of all, the free trade zone of Walfish Bay. From here, the light of opportunity is reflected in 1,000 different directions, fanning the flame of economic growth and development, and igniting the imagination of investors the world over. For information, contact any of the following Pidico officers.